Welcome to the Real Deal with Tricia Riel. That's me, Trish the Dick. This astrological forecast is about the study of time as it's connected to nature and cycles. Some of the characters from my Zephram Gates books will be helping me with this report as well.
That's right. We're going to help keep her on her toes.
Thanks, Great Aunt Gussie. So, with Saturn, the Moon, Pluto, and Mars all traveling through Capricorn between August 21st and August 23rd, there's a lot of intense political energy leading up to the full moon on August 26th.
So true. It gets me thinking. If con is the opposite of pro, isn't Congress the opposite of progress?
Yes. So the moon conjuncts Saturn, the planet of form and structure, in Capricorn on August 21st. So it's a good day to focus on setting up real structures for ourselves and getting the work done. As we move into August 22nd and 23rd, the moon begins to conjunct Pluto and Mars in Capricorn, giving us a kind of foreshadowing to what 2020 will look like. In 2020, we'll also have quite a pileup of planets all coming together in Capricorn. Between now and 2024, we'll be watching the end of a giant 248-year Pluto cycle. We're essentially looking at the death of capitalism, with the shit really hitting the fan in 2020.
Well, that sounds messy. I'm Geezer Fraggle, Great Aunt Gussie's boyfriend. And I've noticed that being president is kind of like running a cemetery. You've got a lot of people under you, and nobody's listening.
Yes, Geezer. It really is an interesting time, as it's very similar to what was going on pre-1776 with all of the unrest in the U.S. colonies.
And I have to say, I can't stand it when people disagree with me on Roe versus Wade, 'cause I believe Roe versus Wade is really about the proper way to cross a lake.
So anyway, there's also a grand trine of the Sun, Uranus, and Saturn in Earth signs during these late August dates. This will help ease the way with more practical matters. There's also a couple of yods going on in late August. This is an aspect that is also known as the finger of fate or the finger of God. Two planets in harmonious sextile, 60 degrees apart, equally connect with a third planet via quincunxes, 150 degrees apart. One of these yods has Mars and Chiron making a harmonious sextile to each other and leading to the Sun in Virgo. This aspect is about integrating passionate healing to specifically help our physical health.
Well, I'm pretty healthy from being on the seafood diet. I see food and I eat it.
The other yod has Venus and Mercury making a harmonious sextile with quincunxes to Neptune. This particular yod will be going on from August 21st to August 25th, inspiring us to use our heartfelt thoughts, Mercury in Leo, and our wish for harmony in relationships, Venus in Libra, to dream our way to deeper places and greater understanding, Neptune in Pisces.
I'm Rocco Pounda. People always ask me why I'm single. I'm single by choice. Unfortunately, it's not my choice.
I'm Beatrice Bragg. I'm the head waitress and manager over at the Stew and Chew in Havesville. And I have to admit that I wonder where all of the kind, considerate, loving men are. You know, the super hot guys who can also show their feelings. But I suppose they already have a boyfriend.
Right. So all of this intense energy will be leading up to the full moon in Pisces on August 26th at 4:56 a.m. This full moon forms an inspired kite to the moon in Pisces, tethered by the practical specific energy of the sun in Virgo.
You know, all of my kite jokes are over your head.
Being focused on our physical health and the harmony of our senses helps us to heal during this upcoming full moon.
Do you think an apple a day will really help keep the doctor away?
Well, depends on how well you aim it.
Because Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, we will finally be feeling spiritually complete in some way. And with Pluto also making a powerful and challenging square to Venus, we may find that control issues arise in our close, intimate relationships. Feelings may be intense and even extreme when it comes to love. At the root of these issues, it's good to remember why we loved these people in the first place.
I know for me, some of this comes down to the core. For instance, I've always had a difficult relationship with my parents. After I was born, I didn't even talk to them for 2 whole years.
So, Mars also continues to square unpredictable Uranus, so there's still a great deal of volatility in the air and a lot of erratic instability, but some real creative inspiration too. Mars has been retrograde from the Earth's perspective, so it's been closer to the Earth than usual. On August 27th, Mars goes direct, so we'll feel more forward motion. And on August 27th and 28th, we'll have a very similar energy to what was going on during our new moon solar eclipse on August 11th, because we'll have a yod to Mercury in Leo, as well as a Thor's hammer to Mercury in Leo. For the geeks out there, this Thor's hammer is formed with a square 90-degree angle between Saturn and Chiron, both making sesquiquadrate 135-degree angles to Mercury in Leo. Basically, getting to the heart of the matter, whether we want to or not, is a must. Allowing ourselves to live from our heart is really where it's at.
Your heart is more on the left side of your body, you know that?
Yes, I did know that.
Did you hear about the guy whose left side was cut off? Yeah, he's all right now.
Anyway, we still have 4 planets in apparent retrograde motion, plus the largest asteroid, Chiron. So there's still a lot of intense inward reflection going on. Some of this energy might feel very karmic for us. We're looking at old themes, redoing stuff that needs to be redone, etc. With all of these retrogrades, there's a lot more reassessment and wonder.
I am Dr. Malvin Moot, and I am always wondering about deep things. You know that light travels faster than sound, yes? Well, that is why some people seem so bright until they speak.
Anyway, by August 31st, the moon conjuncts Uranus and Taurus and gets us really figuring out how we can use our resources in new, unique, and revolutionary ways.
For me, I put my money in the freezer, 'cause I like cold, hard cash.
Stay tuned for the September astrological reports through the Om Shala newsletter and on YouTube. And if you want to support The Real Deal or Tricia's Zephram Gates books, you can always do this by going to Tricia Riel's Patreon page at patreon.com/Tricia Riel. And you can buy the Zephram Gates books on Amazon or at zephramgates.com. I could use some economic help with publishing my 3rd Zephram Gates book, so please become one of my regular supporters at my Patreon page, patreon.com/Tricia Riel. Link provided below. I've got one more question for you.
What do you get when you cross a sorceress with a millionaire? A very rich person.
And that concludes The Real Deal with Tricia Riel.